disrupted anything. We're waiting for.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, in Catalina foothills.
Breaking the feds are storming
the
Nancy
FBI
Guthrie's
going back to
home.
the house today.
It's been
There's
happening.
still action.
They
Literally since I got off.
See, them reporting on
Let's
any
do
of
it.
the crime that's actually happening daily in Tucson. They're going to focus on some perfect
Atlanta.
road. Everybody's
Yes.
following all the laws. That
Where
they
are
put
the
out.
feds? They're in the house. The feds. Literally, when I got off air,
Yeah,
eyes get
and it's not the drone.
and boom.
Put his head down. He don't want to be identified.
I almost went back, but I had to do a couple things. Here we go.
It looks like the garage is open too, guys. The garage is open. We'll go grab the drone.
Wow, that's an old What is up, guys? Welcome. Man.
Front door. Going back. Going back over. Here's they're all in the front door.
Jailer, what is going on with this footage? Look at this. We've been having clear image all day, JLR, all week, all month. I want to know if they are now considering Lana's theory that the ransom video was made with the Nest Ring camera. I want to know what are we looking at right here? That's exactly where this is going down. And you have 4 people out there. What are you doing? What are we looking for? What are we standing out there for?
Here they are. There's one.
They didn't put up a tent or anything, so they're fine with people seeing them. Is this all just hey, we have the media out there, let's go, let's act like we're doing shit? Because we need them to be over here so that we can go do something over there. This is, to me, like 1,000% distraction.
Just took a picture.
What do you guys think? Welcome back. Cheers.
I will say, viewers, I believe this is an entire FBI operation. I do not believe any Pima County Sheriff deputies went inside that home. You have the one deputy outside, but everyone appears to be federal law enforcement in this manner.
Bride of Charlie, A Wrinkle in Time, episode 1. Candace, love it.
They're behind this tree, and we're taking pictures and everything.
Candace Owens dropping her first episode. She's gonna go ham on Charlie Kirk's wife. Candace. Candace, what you got, girl? Be looking forward to watching that later. What is
Thank
up,
you, Kay
guys? Good
Miller.
afternoon. Happy
Very
hour
grateful.
to all
Thank
of you
you.
guys. Cheers. Think about how the
Stand by. They're gonna
family would
probably
be like
moving here
anytime
shortly.
that a move, like anything would be happening. The family's got to be like, wait, what's going on? Look, I just want to see the people. Well, this will make people not leave.
I'm gonna go back over here. Position myself here. Let's see what happens.
Documented. JLR, get it. Get their whole ass, JLR.
That can help. The FBI. What's going on here? Oh, this is pretty significant. My brain is. That was not really true. We did see FBI agents quickly. Again, we are confirmed before the next step. We did see FBI agents walk across the front of a car. I think there is sunglasses.
What is up, Brandy?
But not a lot of people. I mean, this is a desert, so not a lot of people. They don't see a lot of planes. But
Then it quiet down for a little bit. So this is what everybody should take from this. Nobody that went there talked to any of these people, okay? So, hey, breaking news out. We're out here. The feds have just rolled up. Blank rolled up. Everybody just rolled up. Anything after that would be an absolute lie. Because nobody talked. No shouting out anything like.
there was like a pink magnet on the back. That's what they said. So it could be a civilian. And then also they had access to the garage to be able to instantly open up the garage. So
to the house, wanted to see the entryway where that surveillance video picked up the person of interest in this case. And it certainly, in my opinion, it looks as though these may be attorneys, prosecuting attorneys. Just wanted to get a look at that.
These are prosecuting attorneys?
This case, and it certainly, in my opinion, it looks as though these may be attorneys, prosecuting attorneys. Just wanted to get a look at that.
Ooh! Prosecuting attorneys. Holy shit, what? We got prosecuting attorneys. According to whoever the fuck that is, his opinion. Let's see. Okay. Prosecuting attorneys. This is interesting. Just like the Brian Colbert case. Bill Jennings, Ashley Jennings.
All right, so as soon as that white vehicle comes up, I'll go up there and get the footage here. See exactly.
FBI does their last swoop in here. What? Last time. Breaking news. Drone footage. Nancy Guthrie. Everybody's going wild. Nancy. Here we go. We got a surge of investigators. I mean, I just love the descriptive words here. Take a look. Surge.
At the house. The family is now offering that $1 million reward, which is generating hundreds of new tips. And those new tips may have sparked now the most activity we have seen at the home in weeks. Let's get right out to correspondent Nancy Liu live on the ground there in Tucson. Nancy, describe what has happened out there so far today.
Yeah, it's been pretty sudden. It's been in the past hour, just a surge of law enforcement activity here, the most we've seen in well over a week. And just minutes ago, we saw investigators peering out from inside the house, the window right next to the front door. I saw an investigator peering out. He seemed to be talking with other investigators right inside the entrance of the home. So there seems to be quite a focus on that front door. We also saw investigators walk up to the exterior of that front porch area. And of course, that is where that doorbell surveillance camera video has been from. We've seen the images of the suspect in this case, the masked man with a gun holstered in the front of his body. But we saw the federal officers arriving less than an hour ago. They were in unmarked cars. One vehicle appeared to pull straight into the garage before the others went around and entered the home. So they have been inside the home now for probably 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes. But this is significant activity. And of course, Nicole, this comes 24 hours after the new $1 million reward in this case. The FBI telling us that it did draw last night up to 750 new possible leads in this case. And this may be one of those tips panning out. So significant law enforcement activity, and hopefully this is a sign of a big break in this case. Nicole?
All right, so Nancy, you're saying that it's been about a half hour. They are still inside, or they've been inside the home now for about the past half hour. Have we seen them bring anything out, and has there been any word about a possible press conference?
No, we have not seen any kind of evidence come out. Of course, early in this investigation, we saw a considerable amount of evidence coming out of the house, including that DNA. But today, we're not seeing anything come out. We did see, a number of detectives walking around the property. They've been out back. They've been on the side. They've been in the garage. And again, we saw a big focus at the front door. And of course, that is where those suspect images have been coming from. They seem to be looking at the shrubbery around the front. Of course, that's where the suspect, grabbed some greenery and tried to block the camera. So this seems to be federal officers. We don't know if there is also a Pima County Sheriff's representative in the mix here, but we know this is a joint investigation with local and federal officials. So we have not gotten any confirmation yet of, who these law enforcement members are, but there is definitely increased activity in this investigation, Nicole.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right
That'll wake your ass up. That'll wake you up.
Are taking that live look there. And this coming after Today Show host Savannah Guthrie said her family is now offering a $1 million reward for information leading to the recovery of her mother, Nancy Guthrie, who went missing from this Arizona home more than 3 weeks ago. And Savannah said on Tuesday that her family is still holding out for a miracle and hopes her mother will be found alive. But she also is acknowledging that they realize it might be too late. We were sharing that post here with you once it did come out on social media just the other day. And Guthrie was last seen at her home just outside Tucson, Arizona on January 31st and was reported missing the next day. Authorities believe she was kidnapped, and the FBI released surveillance videos of a masked man who was outside Guthrie's front door on the night she vanished. So as we continue to watch this, we did want to share here with you, we are now seeing some activity outside of the Guthrie home. Fox's Matt Finn also sharing this, what appears to be investigators, some well-dressed in suits in the Guthrie backyard, as we are now seeing they are what appears to be they are walking inside that home. So we wanted to share that here with you. Also, this post from Michael Ruiz saying current situation at Nancy Guthrie's, multiple vehicles, investigators at the front door. If we get any more information on this, we'll bring it to you as you are taking that live look there in Tucson, Arizona.
Thank you. That live look for 1:30. Oh my God, I was watching this about that cheerleader. Let's see, tips flood in.
This morning, 25 days into the search for Nancy Guthrie, experts say the $1 million reward Savannah and her siblings are offering could encourage that one credible lead investigators desperately need.
Someone out there knows something that can bring her home. Somebody knows. And we are begging you to please come forward now.
Since Savannah posted that heartbreaking video,
there is a source out there right now that is saying that Savannah was in the black SUV. We're looking into it right now. That Savannah, I'm telling you, I put the picture out there. I want to know if that was her brother driving. Did you guys see that? The
senior law enforcement official tells NBC News the FBI has received more than 750 tips related to Nancy's disappearance. Former FBI supervisor Jason Pack says the family's reward suggests a strategic pivot.
But there are some people who were close to what happened, that know what happened, that now have a decision to make. And that decision was really, really ratcheted up by this reward that Savannah and her family offered.
A source close to the family says the Guthries raised the idea of a reward day one of the investigation, but were advised to hold off.
Why would the family be given that advice to wait to put out a reward?
At the beginning of these types of cases, particularly high-profile ones like this, there's not an absence of
months,
tips.
baby girl.
So it does two things. It reactivates the tip line, and it puts a lot of pressure on those handful of people that know what happened.
Investigators are still working a variety of leads, including whether the masked suspect on Nancy's doorbell camera may have come to her home prior to the night of her abduction. 2 weeks ago, neighbors reported they were asked to check their Ring cameras for footage from the evening of January 11th. We asked the sheriff about it at the time.
Why January 11th? What were investigators asking about that day in particular?
They have a reason. I don't know that, but I know that they have a valid reason for that date.
Public interest.
Okay, we have to talk about this. Ready. We knew it was coming. Good afternoon, media partners. Please see the link below from the Pima County Department of Transportation regarding temporary parking restrictions that will be going into effect near the Nancy Guthrie home. These changes take effect tomorrow. Please ensure all vehicles are cleared from the area following tonight's live shots and communicate this information with your field crews as enforcement will begin tomorrow morning. It is a $250 fine if you have your car out there now.
Interest in the case shows no sign of slowing. Outside Nancy's home, a memorial growing with yellow flowers, hand-painted signs, and even mahjong tiles, one of Nancy's favorite hobbies.
Next.
And as the new leads and tips come in, a senior law enforcement official tells
FBI makes final sweep of Nancy Guthrie's house in sign. Investigation has hit a dead end. Here we go. Again, New York Post. Let's see what we got. This was just 30 minutes ago. The FBI spent several hours at Nancy Guthrie's Arizona home on Wednesday today, conducting one more sweep for evidence before deciding whether her family can return to the property, sources told the Post. Now, this would make sense. Ready? Why the media is now being asked that they're not going to be able to be at the house anymore, or we're going to fine you $250, is because the family is gonna be there, and I don't know, maybe like look through her mom's stuff and like, I mean, I don't know, like what are they, like they want to be there and hang out? I don't know. But this makes, it's very interesting that they're like, again, just because your car can't be there, I'm so curious here how this is going to play out, because no offense, but $250 is nothing to pay for 40,000 live viewers. $250 is here. Sure, I'll take the fine. Here you go. Here's $250. The development signals that the investigation into the 84-year-old's abduction is at a standstill, as she's now been missing for 25 days, and authorities have yet to identify any suspects in the baffling case. The feds arrived at the Guthrie's Tucson home on Wednesday morning, spending more than 2 hours at the $1 million property. Well, again, this could be just, hey, get this out to the media, let them print this, let them post this. I want to know who the guy is with the Ohio State ball cap on. Okay. Again, interesting. But it says a lot about why they're saying nobody can park there anymore. Well, I mean, they can still be there, but next up is let's see. Catalina Foothills neighborhood sees new parking rules and here's the new rules. Catalina Foothills neighborhood sees new parking rules in relation to the Guthrie case. This came out about an hour ago on February 25th, 2026. And there is a no parking zone. My God, this is crazy. No parking zone. Here it is. Parking restrictions are being enacted in the Catalina Foothills Estates neighborhood to address safety concerns caused by media and social media streamers near the Guthrie residence. The changes aim to alleviate congestion and restore normalcy to the area. According to Pima County, the temporary no parking rule will take effect on several streets starting on February 26th. The measure comes in response to the influx of media and streamers who have been present since the search for Nancy Guthrie on February 1st. Pima County Administrator Jan Lesher said that previous attempts to manage traffic by restricting North Camino Escalante to a one-way road have not been successful. They tried to make it just a one-way street. Neighbors have reported continued issues with road congestion, noise, and trash, leading to the new parking restrictions. We now have a buffer zone, guys. There is a buffer zone. The no parking zone will be enforced by the Pima County Sheriff's Department. It covers roads between North Campbell Avenue and North Camino, and between East Camino Marvel and East Camino La Zoria. I mean, geez. Violators will face a $250 fine. Fine me. I just want to know who's going to take it on the chin. So, no offense, but jail. I'm curious if JLR, I bet you he's over here like, I don't need to have my car there. Where can I park
NBC
it?
News
I'll just take an Uber and get dropped off, you know?
Scores of agents continue to be involved in the search for Nancy. That official noted that some of those agents might now be based in Phoenix or Washington, D.C., but they are not downsizing and continue to be very focused on this.
So let's get this straight. They offer the $1 million. They're getting all these new leads, and now it's like we're at a standstill. That's how much they think about the public and the leads. Wow. So again, Lesher stressed that the restriction is a public safety measure, not a punitive action against the media. Media can still report from the public right of way, but must find legal parking outside the zone or use alternative transportation. Like I said, get dropped off. You're not allowed to have your car out there. But they can have a tent. I'm so like, this is going to cause so many issues. So you just can't park. This is a no parking zone. So we're allowed to still have our tents. Like, this is a disaster. How stupid. Did they not think about that? I mean, are they even over there to like know what's going on? What of idiots. But anyways, residents are advised to inform service providers about the restrictions, ensuring vehicles park in driveways. Hey, now, oh my God, I will love this. Hey, treat it like a concert. Get out there, put a sign in your yard, hammer it in, and offer $50 parking for the day. Lana, you got yep, here I'm gonna be running a business here. I'm doing parking. The county code permits traffic control changes for safety, and the ordinance allows ticketing for violations. So again, I would be running a parking lot out there. I would be charging, yep, you guys can use my lawn. You guys can use my driveway. It's $50 a car, and it's a day rate here. So fuck, charge 100. But it's interesting when this is coming into play, because I think the family is going, they can say why they're doing this, but I think it has to do with the families going back. They're going to be coming and going. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they just think that it's going to reduce people being there if they can't have their cars there, but you would just park. It's not like that big of a, you have to park in a driveway. Here, I'll show you guys the area. I think this is gonna, I mean, do people not park probably on the street over there? They probably don't. Everybody over there is having a big party saying, yeah, thank you, it's about time. If you go to my post, I'll post it. This is the buffer zone, the Nancy Guthrie buffer zone. Nancy Guthrie buffer zone. And we're officially off. So again, happy hour Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. There is your Nancy Guthrie buffer zone. It is posted. If you guys go to my community page, I posted it. You can see it. And now I'll share it on my screen here for your viewing pleasure. Again, those of you guys just joining, there is going to be a new parking ordinance. New parking ordinance. And it's a $250 fine. Let's see what JLR thinks about this. I'm sure he's gotten the news yet, right? So we're going to go ask JLR how he feels about this. JLR is just going to park wherever and then walk up. I mean, let's be honest. He's not leaving.
It says, Lieutenant Heather Lappin calls Chris Nanos a tyrant who runs Pima County like a mafioso. Goes on to say, he is a tyrant, Lappin said.
Okay, so we go here. Oh, who's he talking to?
You and I are both males. That would be to be
is that
woken up.
To Peach?
First of all, when you're woken up from a deep sleep, that can
God.
be jarring.
To Kimberly P. Koto, number 2. Kimberly P. Koto.
I is about the reward. Contact the FBI. Is blowing on the A that Savannah puts out this, hoping for hope.
Oh, is that him? Has he not even covered it yet?
Basically saying, if this guy's so okay, I don't have to say anything.
When is he sit down with John? You guys, the one way is working perfectly fine.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Let me actually raise this apart.
Tripod.
I mean, I'm just sitting. We watching what's going on. Hey, John.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, John.
FBI at the house today.
Yes. Yeah.
What you thought?
Big couple of days.
Big couple of days, John. What do you think? Getting some sun there.
I'll just
That's
well, like we talked about.
listen here, Turtle.
Other than that first Friday.
Listen here, JLR.
The FBI, because that's when then they discovered that camera that a neighbor had said. But what I think is interesting is I think that the sheriff actually let the FBI investigators go inside the house. I mean,
You think I'm taking
if
a
they
break?
haven't been here, it sure looks.
Okay, good. JLR has commented.
So now we did see in the second.
JLR says, "My name is Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR." Oh, that's not that one. 18 minutes ago. Just take a Uber over to Nancy Guthrie's house. That's what a lot of media people said they are going to do. 1 hour ago, JLR says, this is exactly what these United Navy scammers do. They send a person to the major scene. They latch onto actual searchers for photo ops, then make their on posts claiming how heavily involved they are, hoping people will donate to them. And then he's recording them. He's like these scammers. IRT Media says he's sharing the post. That's hilarious. And then this guy, Boss Mayor, says, you mean the same way you do it? He says, I live stream. Don't like, don't watch. Thanks. That's why I fucking love him. Fuck you. Fuck you, right? Fuck him. Fuck him.
Week when the FBI, remember they
I
were
can't
down
wait
there
to cover
they walked right
a
along
future
front of the
case with this
property.
man in November in
I'm gonna come
Boston.
back to you and I were chatting
Get
yesterday.
the fuck
and
out.
We chatted a little bit.
Yo, shit, bitch.
Here, what we'll do. Here, this is what we'll do. Yeah,
God,
we'll have a
baby.
seat. We'll have a seat.
Don't like
Now,
it?
move this down.
Don't watch it.
Go down. We're shrinking. We're shrinking.
I love it. There is no such thing as cancel culture.
Shrinking. We're shrinking.
It's
We're
only
shrinking.
for puss.
We're
Puss
shrinking.
platters.
We're shrinking. Pretty cool.
Parents would raise you a little fucked up.
Go.
Or didn't raise you at all.
Hey,
Look at that. That's a great tripod.
There you go. Look, that's a great tripod. Look at John says.
It works.
We got two Johns
So
here.
here's what I think.
You know what? All we would need is a third, and for that, it would be just the best threesome ever.
And I
JLR, John, in a John.
We touched on it a little bit yesterday. And by the way, I enjoy back and forth like this.
You
right? So that's where you're supposed to say, I enjoy it as well.
I enjoy it as well. Thank you.
I love it.
But anyhow,
too.
yesterday, you still have
These two chatty chats.
Analysis.
I love it. What else is he been tweeting today? What else has JLR been saying on the good old X?
And I'll read your email. So.
I love when JLR gets excited. Do you ever imagine him announcing like a sporting event? Way back. Authorities just created a no parking zone, says JLR, in this entire area around Nancy Guthrie's home. An hour ago, Pima County Administrator just signed off banning all vehicles from parking on Nancy Guthrie Street starting February 26th. I'm telling you, the family is coming back. The family is coming back, and maybe they just don't want anyone to, like, I don't know, run them off the road or some shit. They're trying to just do anything they can to make it, I guess, more inconvenient, But I hope that, of all people, JLR gets to snatch up an interview with Savannah. I think if there's one person deserving of an interview with Savannah, it's hands down JLR. We wouldn't have any of the stream that we have. We are literally having second to second, like, coverage. I mean, I'm telling you, Where does the man go pee?
All this 3 weeks prior and everything
Yes.
would be forgotten.
True, but
If he
is it
solves it.
possible
Or
that
is
that
that-
was part of the ego of we're not going to share info because we're pretty confident that we can solve this?
True, John. About two and a half hours ago, JLR says white vehicle just arrived at the Guthrie's home and went into the garage, and the garage door closed. And I got it on film. He did. He got it on film. Motherfucker got it. JLR, give it up, man. Look at those two Johns. God, Turtle Boy must be so jealous right now. Look at those Johns.
So I think
Listen
it was
here,
a disdain
Turtle.
towards the FBI.
It
Listen
is,
here,
it is.
John.
I think there is some political elements
I
to
think
it
that'd be fun banter for them. Listen here, Turtle. Listen here, Johns.
because of the
See, I
Trump
believe
administration.
in good debate, good conversation. Canceling, deplatforming, why? Puss platter shit, you know?
Mark Kelly, went against the
like,
Trump.
that's just not an athlete way to ever handle anything. Like, I'm like, you want to talk about a case? Let's go. You want to have a conversation? You want to debate? All day. Can you imagine athletes getting on Twitter and saying, I cannot believe that you let them practice at your freaking arena. Like, I cannot believe that you let them have your gym. I cannot. What? Hey, we're not playing this game this weekend.
Administration right now with all that military
outta here.
stuff
Yep.
that he was
Crazy
saying,
shit.
defying
Ryan
orders and
Etten showed up
whatnot.
late to the
I
party
think
when
there's
that's there.
When you get law enforcement banging heads, these types of things.
Law enforcement
you know,
banging.
I would just want to see
Welcome,
them all
Laura,
working
good member.
together.
It's not
Welcome,
all
Laura,
politics,
new
not
member.
happening.
Or
It's
good
not-
member.
It's not the turf. It doesn't work that way.
That's funny.
unfortunately. But I think at this point, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. So what I think, and this is the
I
bottom
want to
line,
hear that other one. Hold on.
there's a huge difference. What I was told for the FBI, I have to go off your notes. I have to go off you evaluated the crime scene, and you are nothing against them, but you are Pima County Sheriff, Detective, so forth. But there's a big difference if maybe then I go in and maybe I pick up on something, or we're allowed to maybe I don't view it the way you do. Maybe I view it differently. A member of law enforcement said you bring 10 cops into a crime scene and all 10 walk away, some variation of it. So I think, again, nothing against the sheriff, but why not let a fresh set of eyes look at this, right? Like, why not let
The most
FBI
elite force on the face
It
of the
is.
earth, which is the FBI. They
Yeah,
are.
The most elite force, JLR says, is the FBI. They have the most resources. What is up, K. Schmidt? Dropping the good old 5 alien new members. Cheers. Cheers to those new members. What's up, Tennessee Sapphire? Good to see you in here, doll. Love it, love it, love it. If you have an opportunity to go over there and donate to Karen Reed, it's her birthday today. I'll be on Calling All Beings tonight in the last hour to talk Karen Reed and
that solved the
Calling All
lock
Beings
of
channel. But you can
Discovery
just go to her.
Bombing. I mean, they
Give
found
them-
something
whether you like
this
them or not,
big.
whether you think
Yes.
the FBI's corrupt.
after I'm on that show, then I'll have a an after party over here. Did a little bit more timeline digging into the Karen Reed case from the beginning, from the onset, just to see where this brigade went off the rails, and it basically went off the rails at the beginning.
They're not
Ridiculous.
And
They
if they're
have
not, they are the
they
most
have the
elite
most
police
fools.
department
They are in the world.
investigative agency on the
Yes,
face of
that's
the earth.
what gets called
24 months. Thank you,
it.
Jackie, for being
They
a member
just
here.
have different things at their disposal that
Buffer
regular
zone.
agencies don't, and they are more familiar with it. They're more experienced with it. So
I think John and
I
John
view-
here are agreeing with the feds, or having the feds, the law, the land here, the feds. JLR's like, I kind of just want to talk to my peeps. What else do we got? Hmm. JLR. Again, 28 minutes ago, he says, hey guys, just take an Uber over to Nancy Guthrie's house. That's what a lot of the media people said they are going to do. What else does he have? 3 black SUVs in total were there today. Fox drone captures a glimpse inside Nancy Guthrie's. It has the carpet and maybe a bed. You got a photo of that. Oh, wow. Wait, so you're going to sit here and say the slider door, it's actually from her bedroom? Where's that drone footage at? They're saying that the sliding door could potentially actually be. There's a drone button. What is up, Kim? How you doing, Kim? Typically Unique. She's been covering the Guthrie case as well. Yeah. Who got it up there? They both get it up. So we got a drone up. They all went onto the Guthrie home. Oh yeah, they FBI in the back of Nancy Guthrie's home. A bunch of FBI just arrived at Nancy Guthrie's home. You know what? I'm starting to think that the majority of them is the prosecuting team. I mean, yeah, they're definitely wearing clothes. In my opinion, they're wearing skirt suits. Pantsuits, no, skirts.
Did our reception get a little choppy?
Yeah, what the fuck, JLR?
But I'm
There you go. So welcome in. Now, according to
That looks better, right?
Depending on who your source is,
Got better, right?
okay, we got 1,500 new tips. We have 750 tips based off of the $1 million. Then today, now they're saying that the FBI went there with the prosecuting attorneys, and this was like their last sweep through the crime scene, and it's because this is becoming a cold case, if not already, and we're going to turn over the house to the family. Do we need anything else? Do we think that we need anything else? This is kind of like, hey, I remember the day that they did this when the defense was able to preserve the home. They almost wrecked down the house before the defense team ever even had a chance to go in this house, okay? In the Idaho 4 case. Well, then what happens is they put that emergency order in, and then they're able to go out there. And thank goodness, right? I mean, that's how it should be. But here, I mean, you have the prosecuting attorneys out there. And if it is, in fact, the prosecuting attorneys, I'm sorry, but this would be anything but a cold case to me. You know, maybe they were like, you know, we haven't been out there and we need to be out there down the road so that we can say that we were there. Who would be making the decision that they're going to release the house to the family? Also, this is coming then, think about this. On the same day that this happens, the Pima County Sheriff's Office comes out and says, hey, the traffic safety control has decided that due to safety concerns, we're going to be making this a no park zone anymore. You can be there, but you cannot park there. And I'm like, interesting. So we're going to be when are the Clintons getting deposed again? 26. right? I told you guys I thought something was going to happen
Better.
right before then.
Yeah, turn it
and
off
then
and
like
turn it back
during,
on. Much better.
during it.
I don't know what happened there.
Now, is the depositions, they want to be public. So like,
That was weird. Sometimes I just log
is
off
it just
and
they're
log
going to
back in.
release it afterwards? Like these aren't live. Are they doing a live deposition? Hey guys, I want my deposition to be on CNN. I want my deposition, like, let's go live.
In front of Nancy Guthrie's home. Got to
Again,
figure out what
welcome
we'll
new
do
members.
tomorrow.
Kate Schmidt got you 5.
Still somebody's
Jackie's
getting
been a
back
member
to
for
me.
24 months. I got to check in with my friends. I think she's having her baby. See. I said Lana is a great option for a baby name. Media waiting for the FBI to come out of the home. JLR's been doing a really good job documenting stuff, though. One United Cajun.
So the
Navy
realtor
guy
got
here.
back to me on that house that's right there. I contacted the realtor. They asked if I can park in their driveway, and she went and asked. I said willing to pay, and she got back to me and said, due to the seller accepting an offer on their home and inspections being conducted in the next couple days, the seller has declined your request. Sorry. And I responded, thank you for trying, though. Much appreciated.
So a house just sold in the area, and JLR was like, I'll pay to park in your pay to park in your driveway.
So I tried to get the parking at that house for sale.
Dude, there's Airbnbs up there.
So I went over there and took a picture and contacted the realtor.
I'm gonna go ahead and let him know.
I tried. She was trying for me.
Jen.
So we have to find another route.
Thank you, love.
I said, hello, JLR Investigates here. Covering the case. Nancy Guthrie, can you do me a big favor, please? Can you ask the homeowner if it's possible I can?
All right. So about 4 hours ago, JLR takes a picture and he says, one United Cajun Navy guy here for days standing around giving media interviews, repeating that they are ready to deploy resources. Brian ends up in his ass. And then JLR is anti them ever since the Sebastian Rogers case. He was boots on the ground in the beginning for that. And he's like, what are these people doing? Like, he was like chasing them around and documenting that they were like fake searching or some shit. I don't know. It was wild. You have to go back and check it out. I didn't
park.
If anybody
in their driveway, they restrict
the cases I cover is usually don't cover like the missing kids or anything like that. It's too hard for me. I have a kid and
parking on the street. I'm willing to pay. It was Bonda.
JLR had an experience.
They keep saying Bonda. I don't think she lives around.
And going back to this is he's just been documenting. Let's see where else he talks about it. About 5 hours ago, FBI at Nancy Guthrie's home. They came in 3 SUVs deep, going opposite the one-way street. So they just did whatever they want. All the FBI here are now inside the Guthrie house. About 10 agents, he counted. Media in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. FBI are here. FBI, and I think the pictures that he's actually taking, I see them as one being a Fed, the other two being, we'll see one day if this ever gets prosecuted.
Around here, though. Sue Ellen's not going to let anyone park in her driveway.
No, they prosecute cases all the time without a body. It's a hard sell, but
I mean, I'll ask her. But if I see Sue Ellen, I'll ask.
About 5 hours ago, JLR says this appears to be a FBI operation. Doesn't appear anyone inside the Guthrie home are from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. He put the drone up, so we took a look at that, and now the one lady brings her own water bottle in there. She probably left that behind. Again, earlier, literally, I'm like signing off, and I always say this always happens, that as soon as I say, okay, guys, we'll be back, blows up.
Just take that fine.
So right now it's 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That means it's 4 there. I wanted to see if they had any announcements here by the end of the day, but
That's what some of them are like. I'll just take the ticket. Yeah, I wouldn't do it like that.
I'll just take the ticket. Oh, JLR says I wouldn't do it like that.
Fine every day.
Don't
Plus
do me
towing,
like
I know.
that. JLR's theme song.
You guys don't like that idea. Neither do I. I don't like that idea very much.
This morning, JLR says, got weirdos out there setting up YouTube channels using the Nancy Guthrie perp as a profile pic. Here is one example. Another longtime resident of the Cantaloupe Foothills area said investigators came to her house a total of 5 times, one particular resident. In particular, they asked for home security video from January 11th. So this is still being reported today. Now, JLR said about 8 hours ago that a serviceman told him yesterday during his live that the FBI questioned him him last week about if he had seen anything suspicious around Nancy Guthrie's home on not only January 11th, but also January 16th. I'm sorry, but right now when you're asking people this and using those days, you have to get out like a calendar so that they can kind of like wrap their heads around like what was even, January 16th. Man. Day 25, where is Nancy Guthrie? Where is she? Yeah. Day 24 coming to an end. Where is Nancy Guthrie? Servicemen showed me this pic he took of a chopper flying low right after Nancy Guthrie went missing by her home. What do you guys think about that? People wanted me to look into this chopper. Again, a serviceman showed me this picture he took of a chopper flying low right after Nancy Guthrie went missing by her home. Now, the picture 1000%, it's light outside. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Any thoughts on that? Make yourself known in the comment section. A serviceman also told me that Nancy Guthrie's pool guy had his DNA taken. Well, that I don't need anyone to tell me that. Every single person that would have worked, been like, friends, whatever, been there, they would have been asked to like, hey, can we, not that they would just do it on their own. A serviceman who worked on a property by Nancy Guthrie's home just told me during my live that the FBI contacted him last week asking if he had seen, okay, that was the same thing. JLR's opinion yesterday was, I am totally convinced that the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping perp is watching this case on JLR Investigates. I am fucking absolutely retweeting that. Couldn't have said it better myself, JLR. Fucking love him. Vonda brings flowers and speaks to JLR. She says, 40 minutes is a long time to be in that house robbing or abducting someone. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. There's a lot of unanswered questions. She also says it makes her wonder if a woman was involved. Was there someone else there, like a woman, who helped and Nancy opened the door to? This morning, via the video, Savannah has confirmed Nancy was taken from her bed. What do you guys think about that? Nancy taken from her bed. I don't even know if the comment, is the live comments working? I can't see shit on I got to go to my other screen. StreamYard can literally suck a big fat dick today. It has been acting up like you wouldn't believe. And then, Candace Owens right now is literally lighting up Charlie Kirk's wife. Oh, look at all the new members. Remember, if you guys got a new membership, it is from K Schmidt 8. K Schmidt 8. Yeah.
Should try to get a hold of people at the church. There's a church down the street. That's like a mile walk.
That's a mile walk. JLR, you're gonna park a car there.
You gotta
Uber.
I'll keep it here for a minute.
Keep it right there. No flock cameras. Finally, JLR wants to talk about the flock cameras. We talked about that 3 weeks ago. No flock cameras in the Catalina foothills. None in Tucson. None in South Tucson. It's as if they want criminals to get away with the crimes in this area. You guys, I thought there were. They must have deflocked them. I don't know, but there's definitely 2 I showed you guys. So I don't know about that. I don't know if that's accurate reporting. South Tucson ended flock cameras last week in the midst of the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. What? I want to know if that's true. I know that they were trying to deflock, but can we get some K-Schmidt? Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh my God, just in. Tyler Robinson's motion to disqualify the prosecutor's office in the assassination of Charlie Kirk has been denied. Breaking. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. Brian Etten says Pima County is creating a no parking zone in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood to keep the media out. To keep the media out. That's the exact opposite statement that was said. What the fuck is wrong with that dude? Oh, I know, right as I was leaving. What the F is wrong with that guy? That is exactly the opposite of what the post says. Like, we're not trying to keep the media out from this. Again, but Brian Etten wants to say 50 minutes ago, Pima County is creating a no parking zone in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood to keep the media out. Like, you can't fucking make this shit up, dude. This is why, like, legit, I struggle when this man speaks and does not have somebody with him that's actually doing the speaking. Let that sit in for a second, because are you kidding me? I read it for you guys. You can find it's posted all over. That's not what it says at all. It's saying it's for public safety. And he says, it's interesting because most of the neighbors I have met have said they're happy we are here. Fucking cry me a goddamn river. Okay. So 2 hours ago, Jennifer Coffindaffer, Nancy Guthrie, imagine knowing all about geofencing. So you use walkie-talkies, knowing in the dead of the night in a neighborhood with a light pollution ordinance, you would be swallowed up in the darkness as you lurked, knowing your prey was at a home with no dogs or home alarm and only one camera with line of sight to defeat. There's 2 cameras. Knowing no one would get in your way, knowing 190 million shop at Walmart each month, and that's just in the United States. Knowing the county you planned to abduct someone in did not even listen a kidnapping category in their crime statistics. Oh, how much easier to commit a crime under the nose of law enforcement if they are inexperienced in such matters. God, look at her trying to be a cheerleader for the feds as to why they have nothing after 25 days. Knowing the measures would not leave behind traceable DNA. What? We have not given these abductors enough credit. It's been almost a month and still no Nancy. Well, I most certainly have. I hate when people talk like we. No, say Nancy, say Jennifer Coffindaffer has not given these we at this channel have. I said this is not amateur hour. It's never been.
Roll out.
Bro.
Borrow a bike.
Oh, here it comes.
It's like this. Put a backpack.
Fox News USA Digital Sleuths, a fast food delivery at the Nancy Guthrie crime scene, highlights the rise of true crime streamers in Tucson. This is 23 hours ago. Independent creators are digging in with 24/7 raw coverage for their followers. And they use some girl. Digital sleuths and burger deliveries. Is this fucking for real? This is what Fox News USA is. Yeah, and they're giving you better be talking kindly because it's giving you your content. These content creators are literally giving all of you people are standing out there because of the 24/7 feed, basically. Because God forbid if these streamers didn't catch that your media spokesperson isn't present.
Go on and then just be like,
I'd be high-fiving out there. You'd be having a tailgate for the truth, for real.
So that reporter's reporting that prosecutors.
All I know is every day that I was down in Delphi, I can definitely tell you that the spirits were 10 out of 10. And hey, we're going to be going to the Mexican restaurant right here. All are welcome. First round's on me.
We're at the scene here.
Some of you guys can only get water, though. You guys are a little cray-cray. If you drink the tequila.
What do we have?
It's a Margarita Tuesday.
It's not coming down. No. Live outside Nancy Guthrie's home.
I've been wondering about this. Who keeps forget Karen and go after the state? Yep. That's where the money's at.
You know what? Actually, it is.
I think we're going to see an appearance from the Guthrie family. I think they're going to be at the home Thursday or Friday. Why do I have this feeling? I got this feeling. Again, if you go to the Pima County Sheriff's Department on X, please see the link below from the Pima County Department of Transportation regarding temporary parking restrictions that will be going into effect tomorrow near the Nancy Guthrie home. You guys, I have to say this again because I'm going to ask Brian Etten what the fuck he's talking about. This is Tina with What the Fuck Translation Services. What the fuck are you talking about, Brian? The Pima County Department of Transportation has created a no parking zone on several streets, okay, in the Candleland Foothills. And it says they did this to further measure to protect public safety and relieve area residents from chaotic conditions caused by a large media and social media streamer presence in the area. It says dozen of media and streamers. Brian, you're not even out there. You're out doing helicopter rides and shit, and having your sources. But right here it says at the end, zone boundaries and duration. It says, media access and neighborhood guidance. Media will still be able to access the neighborhood and report from the public right of way. Brian, but media or streamers will have to access the neighborhood from a legal parking location outside of the zone, get dropped off, or use ride sharing or taxi services. The fuck, Brian Enton. Residents in the no parking zone should alert any of their service companies about the parking restrictions and that those vehicles will need to park in driveways. For instance, pool exterminators, landscapers. We need to avoid parking along the street in the zone during the temporary. And so this is where the neighbors are now going to realize, oh, wait, it also applies to us. And now our landscaping crew has to pull into our driveways. Are you kidding me? We don't allow that. Our pool guys have to come in. No. Anyways, they went ahead and added so much more. Remember, I was like, I can't believe like they're going to have a nightmare with this. Well, they added to it. They've added to it. They keep updating it, which is smart. I would keep updating it. But nowhere does it say that this is to keep the media out, Brian Enton. And I think I'm going to tag him in it since he doesn't understand it. At Brian Enton. As you can see and read, as you can see, the media is not being forced out. It's a safety issue. And not just the media has to abide by it. Residents too. No street parking. Crybabies, everybody lying. I don't know how you live a lie every fucking day. I'm just gonna make some fucking twisty shit up. Because that's what I'm going to do. JLR, thank you for the streaming today. Anybody bring him food today? Oh, Pima County calls the media parked outside of Nancy Guthrie's home a public safety threat, including Savannah Guthrie's network. JLR, do not feed into this garbage. Oh my God. Breaking news. JLR just tweets. Pima County calls all the media parked outside of Nancy Guthrie's home a public safety threat, including Savannah Guthrie's network, NBC. Oh, next thing we're going to see is him and JLR. What are you doing? Why would you write that? Absolutely absurd. Come on. He literally just tweeted that. All right, guys, we'll be back for another live check-in. Seeing this is the final night that people will be able to have their vehicles. I'm sensing the family is coming to town. It would just be so surreal to see like your house on TV 24/7, just like people standing out there. But I would start a new spot. I would stand out the sheriffs, and I'd be asking all them people questions when they came out. All right, guys. Until next time. Catch you on the fly.
All right, folks. Come on in.
Up.
I was talking to somebody. Came out and said hello.
What do we got?
I was offered a e-trike by someone, but they live a little bit farther away. But somebody came out and said you could use the e-trike with a basket. But they live a little bit far away.
Yeah,
And I said, no, thank you.
I think if we don't over.
An e-bike. JLR is considering an e-bike. I told you guys golf carts. Can we get some golf carts down there?
Just do the
Uber. As long as we have tables and chairs here, I can do the Uber. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E-trike, like an e-trike. A trike with a basket. Just offered a trike.
Trike.
You'd have to charge that every day and everything like that. It's just easy.
I told you guys get golf carts and everything would have been fine. I want to know if you should call up and ask if an e-trike. You guys should call up and ask if golf carts
Public
are okay.
safety threat out here. Literally. We have 4:14 p.m.
Yep, 4:14. All right. We'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure click the subscribe button, the bell, all that jazz, because we are going to be spitting out here a bunch of new stuff with the Michael McKee case out of Columbus, and the Shanna Gardner case. So don't miss your facts on all that shit. See you on the next one.